Okay, so at the top of the initiative, is anybody going to call for Idaria to use a spell slot?
Pi Square needs it. Why not? Let's make it interesting. Top of the order. Let's go.
All right. You guys hear echoing throughout the battlefield, Anal Nathrak Uthfas Bithad Dohel Dienve. And then you hear a voice say, "Rise." A bolt of black lightning strikes down from the heavens where Gyrfalcon's unit was wiped out. And one also strikes near the near Grikiki's unit, where similarly there have been multiple casualties, and the creatures, the Shadarkai and their mounts begin to move. And Grikiki, these zombies rise up within the midst of your unit.
Well, shit.
Lord Eyeas has reanimated numerous bodies on the battlefield at the expense of his 1 7th level spell slot.
Hey, there we go.
All right, and then it is Jeremiah and the archers.
All right, let's see. Oh boy. I think we're going to go ahead and attack the people below us, the just risen zombies.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and attack them.
Okay.
It's a 9 to hit.
I think archers have a +4.
Yeah, that's with the +4.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. That is a all-out miss there.
Yeah.
Now, Jeremiah, are you taking the action on your own? You could give the help action to the archers unit if you want.
Okay, and that gives them advantage?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Why did I roll lower? Interesting. Okay. Oh, my dice are not working great for me. Okay. So we utterly fail at that.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and move closer to the light infantry that's unaffiliated.
Yep.
Great. And then can I shout at them to get in front of us?
Sure. Yeah, they can act on that turn. Gyrfalcon, we're going to use your cunning action to keep pace with them, unless you want to separate from them.
No, I don't. That's good.
Okay, great. And then, I forgot. I did want to mention. I reflected a little bit more on unit versus individual combat, and what I've settled on is that basically the unit will statistically hit an appropriate number of times. So, for example, if a unit has +0 to hit and they're attacking against armor class 10, half of the unit hits and does damage. So if your unit is 80 troops big, 40 of them hit and do damage. I thought that was more appropriate for the unit versus individual combat. So basically the upshot is you do not want to be an individual fighting a unit because they will, statistically, a lot of them will hit you and do damage.
Got it.
Okay, Jeremiah, firing with the archers, no hits at all. Sharon, where is Sharon these days?
Last I remember, he made it to Ratha and is giving Ratha advantage.
Okay, that's what I remember as well. Is he gonna still chill there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. Gyrfalcon.
Okay, are those zombies that Grikiki was just attacking, are they within range of us?
Oh, for the archers, probably.
Okay.
Do the
Yeah,
light infantry
definitely.
also move around us?
They will go on a separate initiative action.
Cool, thank you.
But yeah, the zombies are within range.
Okay. I'm going to. All right. I'm going to instruct them to attack, and I guess if the help action gives them advantage, then that's probably better than trying to extend them steady aim,
Yeah, probably.
because it just accomplishes the same thing without a DC.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do that. All right.
Awesome.
And they get a +4.
Yes.
Okay. That's a 12.
Yeah, man, just not hitting these zombies. Okay, any movement or anything, Dear Falcon?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right, zombie T-Rex. So he can only do either movement or bonus action or action.
Correct.
Not
Only
his
one.
bumpers. Okay, and then does he get more saving throws to get over that?
It only lasts one turn, so
Oh,
at the
that's
end of
right.
this, it's
Yes. Okay, got it. Yeah. That's right. It only lasts. All right, so he slowly, like slovenly, stumbles in the direction of the heavy infantry, just not able to be very effective. Aezsh and the sorcerers.
All right. Are we in melee with them, or are
No,
we just
you are,
outside?
You are
Okay,
just
perfect.
outside if you choose to be. You can be in melee if you want. Or you
I
can
don't
be
want
not.
to be. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure.
Yes.
Okay. Can we scooch like up and to the left, like still staying like pretty close to the heavy infantry, but just kind of getting on a sort of side angle, but staying out of melee with them, or
Yeah,
with
how's
the
that look?
T-Rex? Yeah, that looks good.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Maybe if we're any further to the right, are we in the T-Rex's like melee range?
No, it's just like stampeding amongst the heavy infantry. It
Okay, then
doesn't
I'll
seem to
be
be
a little closer over to the right because I want to be a little
Okay.
further from the zombie horde that just got raised
Yes,
up behind
it just
us.
got raised. Yep.
And the sorcerers, I'm going to instruct them to fire on the T-Rex, and then
Okay.
I am separate from them, going to make my own attack.
Awesome.
against
All
the
right, so
T-Rex.
they have a
They have a +2 to
plus
hit.
2 to hit. Zombie T-Rex has armor class. Gotta look it up. And then what is Aezsh going to do?
Aezsh is going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and roll the hit for Aezsh. Zombie T-Rex is
That was.
AC.
Wait, yeah, I only rolled one. Okay, so that was 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Excellent. Damage. And I roll 2 beams, and I rolled 7 force damage on the first one, plus 3 cold damage.
Okay.
And I rolled my second hit, and it was a crit. So I'm
Oh, nice.
double that dice. So the next one doesn't do any cold damage, but it does 13 force damage.
13 force damage. Amazing. All right. You nail the thing, and then go ahead and roll. Oh no, we're not rolling for your sorcerers. So they have a plus.
Though they
2.
They have a
Go
+2 to hit, but they inflict 2 casualties on a
Yes.
hit instead of 1. So I don't know if that
Exactly.
affects how
Yeah.
much.
So it has a armor class of 13. So 9/20ths of them hit. Basically, there's 20 of them, so 9 of them hit. Give me 2d8 damage.
That is 8 damage.
And then multiply that by 9 is 72.
Wow.
They hurl a bunch of bolts of magic at the zombie T-Rex and completely shred it apart. It is
Wonderful.
totally destroyed.
Excellent.
Awesome. Belloryn and the light infantry that you had been attached to, what's your plan?
All right, so the light infantry is going to head down and to the left to meet the zombie horde,
Okay.
and they'll hold their action in case they move in close.
Okay.
Belloryn is going to raise his staff towards Dame Kraja and cry the magic words "pew pew pew pew" using using a level 2 spell slot to cast magic missile. 4 darts, 1 hits her, 3 hits her magic her mirror images, shattering all 3.
Oh my gosh.
Doing 4 points of damage,
Alright.
and as a bonus action, gonna yell to Ratha, "Go ahead."
Nice. All right, eliminating all of her defensive mirror images and doing some damage as well. Any movement, Belloryn? Are you happy chilling there?
I am going to move in a little closer, or could you range the zombies to the down and right of Grikiki?
Oh yeah, there. Oh, from you?
Yes, please.
Sorry. Yep. Yeah. So-
Bingo. Okay, then, and would you range Dame Kraja for me real fast?
About 50.
Okay, so yes, I will move basically 30 feet up and to the right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. All right. Moving that light infantry in place. Are they going to take the dodge action or anything? The light infantry.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and do that.
Awesome. All right. Eliminated the vampire's mirror images. Awesome. All right. Archers. Those guys went bad guy archers. So now the bad guy archers, they're going to take a disengage action and move away. Hoping that the newly risen zombies will keep Grikiki's forces occupied. Their wraith leader is going to go with them. He's going to give them the they did disengage, so that's their action. Okay, and then light cavalry. There's no light cavalry on the field. Grikiki.
Okay, Grikiki's unit is going to attack the zombies that she's been attacking,
Okay.
and she's going to give them the help action.
Awesome.
That is 19 to hit.
That's a hit. They take a casualty. And the troll takes some damage. Okay. Awesome. The ballista are going to fire on Grikiki's unit. And they're still raging because they just keep taking damage. Oh, it's only 1 hit. So Grikiki, your unit, we don't really have half health, but they took a half wound because they're
Okay.
raging.
Woo. And do I take damage?
Yes, thank you. You take 5 points of damage,
Okay.
halved to 2.
Okay.
All right, Ratha and polar bear versus vampire.
And Sharon.
And Sharon, yes, there is a raven helping you out, Ratha.
Here, Sarah will be your voice. Sarah, read
There
what
we
Mary
go.
Catherine said.
Mary Catherine says, I'll just type for now.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, here we go.
I'll attack with my spear, and the polar bear. I don't know what.
Hey,
polar
just
bear
hold
will
on.
do.
There it is.
The polar bear will multi-attack.
All right, awesome. Go ahead and roll spear attack.
21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely a hit. Roll damage.
5 damage.
Are you the
5
5
ghost
damage. All right.
seeker?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and then the polar bear.
Can you make a polar bear sound?
That's
That's good. That's good.
I don't know what it sounds like. No one else knows what polar bear sounds like. I'm
I
good.
have not met one.
15 and 16 to hit.
The 16 hits.
13.
13 points of damage from the polar bear. Holy crap. That's a beefy amount of damage from that polar bear.
I keep making
all right.
these jokes, and yet you're surprised.
It's going to legendary action, swipe out at the polar bear, and connects for 12 points of damage to the polar bear. Okay, Ratha going toe-to-toe with this thing, doing some damage. Zombies and vampire go. All right, so these zombies are going to close with this light infantry and attack. They have disadvantage because they're being dodged right now. Yeah, that is a definite miss on those guys. Grikiki, these zombies up on the upper left are going to take a swipe. That is also a miss. And then the ones that you have been battering at attack, that is also a miss. Man.
Hey, there we go.
Incredible. All the zombies just stumbling around. All right, the vampire is going to attack twice with its unarmed strike. That is a miss against the polar bear. That's a 21 against the polar bear for 10 more points of damage to the polar bear. So polar bear has taken 22. All right. Wild. That's zombies and vampire. Last up, Enid.
Woo. So the T-Rex is dead. That was unexpected so soon. So we're going to. I'm going to extend my higher movement to
Okay.
the infantry using
Cool.
intimidation once again. So first roll on the brand new dice. That is. That's a 23.
Okay, definitely extends the movement.
Awesome. So now they have 30 feet of movement, and we're just gonna start making our way actually up towards the zombies with Grikiki's like.
Oh, okay, got it. Yep.
And we're just going to dash go full 60.
Awesome. All right, you guys make it up. Great.
That'll do.
So movement and dash. All right, top of the initiative. Anyone calling for Itaria to use the spell slot?
He can take a break.
All right,
I don't
Jeremiah.
want him to get worn out, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to do that too hard. Okay, Jeremiah and archers.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and attack the zombies near Grikiki, the ones on the right.
Okay, great.
And I will use my help action to give advantage on
Okay, are they going to move first?
that. Do they need to, or are they in range?
No, they're still within range. Yep.
All right, they're just gonna stay there for now then.
Okay, awesome.
Ooh, nice. Cool. I rolled a 19 and a 2. So that's a 23 to hit. It almost landed on the 1 the first time, and I was like,
Oh, man. All right, the archers hit. That zombie unit is now reduced to half. They need to make a morale check. Which, let's see, they rolled a 13. They need a DC 15, so they fail their morale check. Half the zombies kind of discorporate and fall to pieces. as the magical power animating them seems to flee from their bodies.
Sweet. And the troll or whoever it was with them
Yes.
takes damage as well, right?
Also took damage, yes. Great. All right, so Jeremiah nailing the zombies. Sharon helping Ratha still. Gyrfalcon.
Also going to extend help action to take a shot at those zombies by Grikiki.
Okay, awesome.
Does a 17 hit?
17 just hits. Yep, they're on class 16.
Sweet.
So they lose another. They have to make another morale check, which they fail. These zombies are just getting chewed up by these archers under the command of Jeremiah and Gyrfalcon, both giving concurrent orders, getting all the archers on board, and just chewing away at these zombies.
Just because it might be relevant to me soon, do we have to make a morale check every time we get hit and we're below half, or every
Yes.
round that we're below half?
Every time you're hit and you're below.
Okay.
Yep. Or every time you take a casualty and you're below.
Okay.
Aezsh and sorcerers.
Okay, I think we're gonna. How far is 30 feet of movement? Okay. We're gonna take a dash straight into the center of everything, like in between the archers and the heavy. Yeah, we're just gonna
Right there?
dash
Okay.
directly into the middle.
Awesome. Yeah, that's where you want the wizard, right in the middle.
Exactly.
Awesome. Belloryn and light infantry.
All right, light infantry is going to take a swipe at those zombies.
Okay.
All right, and it's 16 to hit.
That's just enough. They
Awesome.
Inflict a casualty. This is the first casualty that this unit has taken. The reconstituted unit from Gyrfalcon's fallen unit. All right, and then Belloryn.
All right, and would you range the zombie archers to the right of Grikiki's unit?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Just about 90 feet. Yeah.
Beautiful. So I would like to aim lightning bolt just in a straight line through there, hitting both the zombie unit and the zombie archers.
Love it.
That
Love it.
is
Aezsh is not
incredible.
thrilled because this is right in front of him, but you know.
Incredible. All right, what's my DC? Save DC for this?
It's a Dex save DC 14.
All right, awesome. These zombies get completely blasted to pieces. Go ahead and roll your damage because that's going to be relevant for the troll and the wraith.
All right, 37.
Holy crap! That's amazing. All right, the troll drops, but he keeps twitching. 37 points of damage. That is fantastic. The wraith takes all of that. The archers do make their saving throw, but they still take some damage. But all right, so blast of lightning arcs across the battlefield, wipes out those zombies, blasts the troll and the archers, doing huge swaths of damage here. Any movement, Belloryn?
Would you range Dame Kraja for me? Okay, so I would like to move my 30 feet down and to the right, sort of tucked in between the two units.
Okay. Right about there?
That should do nicely.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Stay away from the scary vampire. Seems like pretty sound strategy. All right. Archers, they're finally not in melee. They're going to take a shot at Grikiki's light infantry. That is pretty good. That's a 17 against the light infantry. That is going to be a casualty. Grikiki, go ahead and roll a morale check.
16.
Nice.
Hey.
Woo!
All right, you keep your unit together. They're still raging, so they only took half a casualty actually, so they're just down to 4. All right, that's those archers. That is those bad guys. Grikiki.
Can we move so that we are back in melee with both the archers and the zombies? Are we wide enough for that?
I think so.
We would like to do that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You're still in
And-
melee, so you didn't have to disengage or anything. Okay.
And we are going to strike out at the zombies.
All right, awesome.
I'm going to give the help action, which is good because that was a 1. Yeah, that is a 20.
Oh, nice. All right, those zombies take a casualty. They have to make a morale check, which they succeed. They keep it together, but they are seriously wounded. Ballista are going to fire on Grikiki's units. Miss, hit, and hit. So that's another whole casualty. Give me another morale check, Grikiki.
Okay, everybody cross your fingers. That is a fail.
Ooh. Grikiki take 9 halved to 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Your light infantry unit is getting torn apart by these ballistae in spite of the rage that you've given them. They're kind of all going all over the place.
Okay.
Ratha and Polar Bear. Yeah, just go ahead and tell us. So are you probably going to attack the vampire and have Polar Bear attack the vampire? Go ahead and roll those attacks. All right, vampire is going to take an attack on a legendary action and miss.
13 to hit with a spear, and now Polar Bear.
13 misses.
16 and 17 to hit.
Hey, there we go.
Both hits. Roll damage.
Polar bear just mauling the vampire.
Missed after getting hit twice.
A vampire's natural predator.
Polar bear. I mean, that polar bear is probably angry. It got hit twice. It's hitting twice in return.
Do polar bears have predators of their own, or are they like the top of their food chain?
Tired.
I mean, I think in a fantasy world, you know, for sure white dragons hunt polar bears.
I
That's
don't know.
capitalism.
24.
Holy crap. All right. This polar bear slashes into the vampire. The vampire did heal a fair amount of damage that was done to it last turn. So even though the polar bear is continuing to like lay into it, like almost all of the wounds that it's doing seem to be healing. All right, that's zombies and vampires. So first of all, zombies attacking the light infantry down here. Towards the bottom of the battle. That is a miss. Zombies fighting Grikiki's light infantry. That is a 1 gross miss. Vampire regenerates. Seems like she is almost completely healed despite all the damage that the polar bear is doing to it, and then she makes 2 attacks on the polar bear. 16.
Ratha says,
Anger bait.
16 and 15. What's the polar bear armor class?
12.
Okay. That's 2 hits against our polar bear friend for 10 for 21 more points of damage. Polar bear's taken 43 points of damage.
Right. The true predator of a vampire is actually 2 polar bears.
Polar bears.
All right. Enid and heavy infantry.
Polar bear died. BTW.
Polar bear died. Okay. Bummer.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Mona Silent Taps plays in the distance. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep going. I mean, we're not gonna get to anyone this turn, so we're just gonna keep going up towards Grikiki. 6.
Okay. Great.
Extending my movement with intimidation to 22.
All right. No problem.
But my special wild talent dice becomes a d6 from here on out because I rolled max.
All right, you continue to control the heavy infantry to move them up towards the front of the line. Top of the initiative order, any calls for Lord Eyeas to bring any magic down?
I think now we're down 2 members.
Looks like a negative on that. Sharon's helping Ratha. Falcon.
Give Jeremiah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeremiah. Yep.
All right.
My order here. Sorry, the top of the order, Jeremiah. Okay.
We are going to take aim at the what are they called? Zombies. The ones next to Grikiki.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Just go ahead and take
problem.
aim. And I'll use my help action for that.
Okay, great.
That's a 22 to hit.
Nice. They archers lay it right in, forcing a morale check for these zombies, which, let's see, 11 plus 3 is just enough to miss it. They don't have any bad guy heroes with them. They take another casualty. They are almost completely destroyed. Any movement, Jeremiah?
I guess move a little bit diagonal to the left, so that's kind of in between. Yeah, about there-ish.
Okay. All right. Archers continuing to do a ton of damage. Sharon helping Ratha. Falcon.
Again, help action to take a shot at the zombies. That
Okay, the same ones you guys just shot at?
Yeah, the ones engaged with Grikiki.
Awesome.
Finish them off.
Oh, that's very good. That's a 21 to hit.
Ooh, all right. They that unit is destroyed. Man, just chewed through. These archers are really effective with the two heroes with them. Aezsh and sorcerers.
Could you range the archers for me? Like, okay, and how about Dame Kraja from us? Okay, I don't think we're getting to any of those to help. How far are the bottom zombies from us? Okay, so their attack range is 60 feet. So
Yep.
could we feasibly hit them from right here without moving, or do we need to move a little closer?
I think it's
If
just
we need to move a
bit.
little closer, that's fine.
Yep.
We're gonna kind of, I guess, engulf Belloryn there.
Right. Belloryn, these undead kind of Shatterkai magic users just walk through you.
Hey, budge up!
Yeah.
Shit!
All right, and then Aezsh, are you gonna help them, or are you gonna do your own thing?
I'm gonna assist them in
Okay.
taking this shot. So
Awesome.
rolling with advantage. Ay. That's a 5 and a 7 on the dice. So their +2
Ooh.
is gonna only bring that to a 9.
Yep. All right, magical energy exploding all over, not hitting these zombies. Belloryn, and where's your light infantry? Oh, it's down here.
Before the light infantry goes, I would like to I'd like to point my staff at the troll.
Okay.
And say, "Hey, ugly," and intone Incineratus and cast Scorching Ray, sending all 3 bolts just right down on it.
Awesome.
That the troll is down.
Roll. Well, it's down. It's down, but it's twitching.
You never studied
And
to your falcon.
presumably, yeah, we've had some classes on this in our adventuring school. This seems
Yes.
like
Yeah.
Monsters
Burn-
101
Burn
lesson.
trolls. Yep.
Well, Belloryn has studied well because he was excited to study anything but business, and so the 3 Scorching Rays. The first one's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Then second is 22 to hit,
Hits.
and the third is 16 to hit.
Also a hit.
Okay, so let's see. That's 2d6 fire damage times 3, so 66. So that will take 18 fire damage.
Awesome. What does it look like, Belloryn, as you pour these bolts of flame into this thing and completely prevent it from raising again?
They are all going to slam in the ground directly under it, raising up this pyre, and you just watch pops and sizzles. Belloryn says, "I love a barbecue."
Yeah, roast troll smell boils over the battlefield. Any movement, Belloryn?
Yes, let's take 30 feet up and to the right to get in line with the zombie archers.
Got it. So we're more or less behind Enid and the heavy infantry.
And now the
now.
light infantry
Yes.
is going to take a poke. All right, and what's their bonus to hit?
Light infantry is +5. Yep.
+5? Okay, well then 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah. All right. Tearing into these recently raised zombies. Dame Kraja does a legendary action, takes a swipe at Ratha. 18 is going to hit. Ratha takes 11 points of damage. Okay, that's Belloryn, archers and light cavalry. I mean, these archers are just going to try to shoot Grikiki's light infantry. They can't do anything else.
There's no sense in them trying to run away because they're just going to get chased down now that they don't have any melee support.
Yep, and yeah, they just can't get their shit together. They are going to move just a little bit to get away. Distance this. Yeah, just a little bit to try to get a little bit of distance from that incoming heavy infantry, but they're still engaged there. Okay, Grikiki.
Grikiki's light infantry is going to attack those archers.
Awesome.
No quarter for them. And Grikiki's going to give the help action. 22.
Nice. Yeah, tearing into those archers, absolutely destroying them. Dame Kraja takes another legendary action to lash out at Ratha. That's a 20.
Oof.
And doing 9 points of damage. Ratha's down to 26. Okay, Ballista, take aim and fire on Grikiki's unit. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. 3 hits. Taking that unit almost completely destroyed. Go ahead and give me a morale check, Grikiki.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pass.
All right. And then Grikiki takes 10 halved to 5.
All right.
What's Grikiki at? I haven't been tracking her, sorry.
46.
46, thank you. All right, that's the Balliste and light infantry. Make their morale check. Keep it together. They're just fragments of these Shadow Archai at this point. Like they're all enraged, but there's like 5 guys with you, Grikiki. They're trying to keep it together. Okay, Ratha. Polar bear's down. This vampire keeps cutting into you. What is the plan here?
Okay, moonbeam for radiant.
Okay, so cast Moonbeam on the vampire.
Yeah.
All right, what's that, Sarah? What's that do? Moonbeam.
The Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
If they're a shape changer, they make it at disadvantage. I don't know if the vampire is considered a shape changer.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's a feature of it, so I think it says medium undead shape changer, so I think it's gonna hold. So Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah.
That is a fail.
Ooh, it takes
2d10
2.
radiant.
3 and a 4.
And if that's not its original form, it reverts to its original form.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna say that is it's basically it's an elven vampire, so that's what it looks like.
Oh no!
All right, so roll radiant damage.
Hey, there we go.
Wow.
Radiant damage.
Okay, that's actually the first damage that this creature has taken that seems to upset it. This beam of white light lances down through the shadows and touches off fire against this vampire, burning it, like this kind of singe the skin of the thing, and it's not regenerating that at all. Ratha, any movement, or are you happy to continue to throw down here? All right. It was going to take a... what's Ratha's movement?
I think it's like 40 because she's got that like. Doesn't she have the
45.
mobile feet? 45. Oh.
Nice. All right. So booking it anywhere in particular, like aiming for Jeremiah and Gyrfalcon and the archers?
Archers.
Okay. Cool. Great. Well, that works out. She was going to take a legendary action anyways to take an attack. So provoking opportunity attack doesn't matter. Hits Ratha for 10 points of damage. Okay, that's Ratha's action. Trying to close with friendlies. All right, bad guys. Zombies are going to attack this light infantry. And I believe that is a hit. Let's see, +8. Yep, that's a hit on this light infantry. Nope, not those guys. Other ones. They take a casualty. Nobody was attached to it, though. The vampire does not regenerate. Very important. But she's kind of pissed at Ratha, so I think she's going to chase after her. Yeah, no problem. Closes with Ratha and takes 2 attacks.
Ratha might be in trouble here.
23 and 22. Ratha takes 9, followed by 11. All right, you all see this conflict happening over here. Is Ratha? She's not in animal form, is she right now? Okay. You guys see Ratha drop as this vampire is on top of her, and you see this vampire go and make as if to bite Ratha as soon as she has any opportunity to do so. That's the zombies and vampires. Enid.
Ratha is unconscious then.
Unconscious, and it looks like about to be eaten.
I can't get to Ratha.
She's pretty far away.
Yeah, there's nothing for speed for me. Ratha's our healer. Can I command the heavy infantry to continue like assisting Grikiki
Yep.
if I depart from them.
Yes, definitely. They'll continue carrying on the orders that they had, basically.
Can I still impart my movement on them if they?
No.
Okay. Not even. I'm like go go go, and then.
Nope.
Okay. Well then they get 20. Then because they have 20 feet of movement without
Right.
me. So I'm just gonna tell them to go meet up with Grikiki.
Okay.
And then I think that I'm going to, because I think at this moment that I'm the only one that can stabilize Ratha. Because I don't think anyone else has any healing.
Yep.
Okay. And I will start making my way to Ratha. I only got 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I will cast a Radiant. I'm a very necromantic type of person. Okay. What is this? How far, after I move the 30 feet, how far away is...
About 70.
70?
Yep.
Okay. Let's cast. She's probably going to pass, but let's try. I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at her. And she has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, at the vampire? Oh, shit, that's clever. All right, let's see what we got.
DC 15.
DC 15 intelligence save. That's only a 12.
Woo! So she takes 12 points of
Holy
psychic
crap.
damage,
Okay.
and she has no reaction. And same thing with the T-Rex. On her next turn, she can only take an action, reaction, or action, bonus action, or movement. She has
Awesome. Very cool.
And if you're close enough to punch, I don't know, they would punch because they're supporting her.
Say that again?
I don't know if the heavy infantry are in melee with the archers at the moment. I can't tell.
Yeah, just enough.
Did I get to attack since I told them to support Grikiki?
Yeah, because they just took their 20 feet of movement.
Okay. What you? That is not high. 12 to hit?
Does that include their whatever +8?
It does.
Okay. No, I don't think that hits archers. No, they got armor class 13, so misses. All right, awesome. You reach out, mind whip this vampire. She clearly seems stunned. Nonetheless, at the end of your turn, as a legendary action, she reaches down and bites Ratha and sucks some of her blood. Okay.
At like 2 death saves on Ratha right now?
That is 2 death saves on Ratha and reduces her max HP by 13.
Oof.
So Ratha's 2 failed death saves, and max HP is down to 33.
Still higher than mine.
Okay, cool. That was Enid's action. Yeah, that definitely limited that character. All right, back to the top. Jeremiah.
Yeah, where would the archers need to be to hit the other archers in terms of cover?
There's really no cover, so as long as they've got distance and line of sight, which they definitely have line of sight, and then what's longbow range? Anybody know off the top of their head?
It's like 120 feet or something.
Okay, yeah. So they've got line of sight and they've got range. They can hit those archers.
Cool. I'm going to tell them to do that, and I'm going to separate from them and try and nail this vampire bitch in the head.
Awesome. Okay, great. Why don't you roll for the archers first?
Okay. They get a 14 to hit.
That hits. Archers are not hard to hit. They got pretty low armor class. So they take a casualty. They need to make a morale check now that they are at half. They make their morale check. All right, and then shooting the vampire. Go ahead and roll.
Great. Okay, that's a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right, and I'm trying to think what the order is. If I nail her in the head, would I be able to grab Ratha and pull her back?
So you'd have to move. So if you
Right, I'd have to move.
shoot and then move and then grab Ratha and pull her back. You can do that. It is going to provoke an opportunity attack since you'd have to be in melee.
Because the vampire doesn't have reactions.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could totally do that. You could shoot, run in, grab Ratha, pull her back. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, and I do get an extra attack, but I don't know how that works if I'm like grabbing someone as like.
Yeah, you can go ahead. You definitely do your extra attack.
Cool. That's a not hit. That's a 12 to hit.
12 misses. Roll the damage on that first hit, though.
Okay, and that's 9 damage.
All right, and this is your regular non-magical longbow.
It is.
Okay. You hit her. Definitely does some damage, but she is definitely resistant, being a supernatural entity. Okay, and the archers inflicted a casualty. Sharon. Sharon can give Ratha the help action for her death save if you want Sharon to hang out with Ratha.
Yeah, if that's a possibility, then yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, Sharon's like walking with its like raven claws, like trying to piece together like bleeding bits.
He's trying.
Yeah, he's trying. He's a smart raven. Falcon.
Okay, so, you know what? Jeremiah is such an experienced and competent adventurer. Why not follow his lead?
Okay.
All right, so instruct the archers. So can I instruct the archers to attack the same zombies that we've been firing on, the ones that are engaged with Grikiki right now, and then can I separately attack the vampire with Salamandra?
So you do one or the other, because the archers have already used like their action to fire, so the only way they could fire again is to use your action to do so.
All right, fuck it. Steady aim, shooting the vampire with Salamandra.
Awesome.
Good call. Good call.
Okay, not bad at all. That is 17 plus 9 for 26.
Yeah, I'd say that's a hit. And then you get sneak attack damage from this.
Yep, because I used steady aim, so I got advantage.
Yep.
Okay, so first, the shot. That's 1. 2d6 for fire damage. That is 11 fire damage. And then 3 sneak attack dice. That's 15 for sneak attack.
All right, so what's the total?
Total is 27? 15 plus 12?
All right, awesome. You hit this thing, center, Salamandra explodes, there's a blossom of flame, she screams, clearly injured from that blast. She is going to legendary action move to close distance with Falcon. Or at least she's running for you, Falcon. Okay, Aezsh.
How far away am I from Ratha?
You're about 40 feet.
Shoot. I'm not going to be able to get far enough. Dang it. Okay. I was going to try and see if I was close enough to get to where I have a healer's kit that I can stabilize her with. It won't heal her any, but it would stabilize her. But
go if you want to make an athletics check too, because the distances are all a little bit fuzzy here.
I will make an athletics check, and I will use my point of inspiration to try to make this check to get to Ratha to save her life.
Solid.
So, because my athletics is just a flat 0, so it's just a straight roll.
Yes.
Oh no, that's not good. That's a 9, even with inspiration.
Even with inspiration. Well, good news. That was dramatic use of inspiration, so it immediately regenerates. But you're not able to muscle through all the archers here to get to her in time.
Can I lob my pack, my healer's kit pack over to over towards Jeremiah?
You certainly can. Jeremiah already went. So
yeah, Jeremiah already went,
and
Ratha's turn's gonna come up before.
Yep.
This happens. Okay.
Exactly.
In that case, and before I left, I'm gonna tell the sorcerers, shoot her, and pointing at the.
Awesome.
So they're gonna bombard the vampire lady because they have 60-foot range, so they should easily be able to hit.
Yeah, definitely, and they've got a +2 attack,
+2, and 2 casualty on a hit.
Armor class. So
there's 20 of them.
And there's 20 of them, so 8 of them will hit. I believe that's right. And so 6 of them. 6 of them will hit. Roll 2d8, please.
Hey, that's double 6s. 12.
So 12 times 6, 72 points of damage. Ooh.
So they just blast that lady. They just unload a barrage on the vampire.
They're just focusing down on this single vampire. She gets nailed by these blasts of magic. She is looking very heavily injured after that.
Okay, and Aezsh still hasn't taken his action.
Right.
Oh man, he wanted to get to Ratha to save this death save, but seeing that he's not going to be able to get to her. Oh man.
You don't have any nukes for the vampire, do you? Because she's coming my way and I am hurt.
Oh yeah.
He's still under my spell. Don't worry.
He's going to have Misty, his familiar, give him advantage on this shot, and he's going to bonus action. Actually, no. He's just going to shoot. He's just going to Eldritch Blast this vampire lady. First attack is with advantage.
Awesome.
Getting that definitely is going to hit. It's an 18 on the dice plus a 7. 25 to hit.
Great.
So that's just one of those. 7 points of force damage and 3 points of cold damage. And second attack. This one's not with advantage. That's a total of a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 points of force damage.
Aezsh, you move up into this swarm of archers. You see this vampire bearing down on Gyrfalcon with bloodlust in her eyes. The sorcerers nail her, rip away huge amounts of energy. You hit her with the 2 Eldritch Blasts, and you see a pool of mist immediately form where her body was. And she is discorporated.
Gyrfalcon is going to holler out jokingly, Aezsh, you gotta stop saving my life. My whole family's broke. I got nothing to pay you back with.
Just help me get Ratha back up and we'll call it even.
Sounds good to me!
All right, Belloryn and light infantry.
All right. So first, Belloryn is going to call out to Grikiki, get out of there. scream Incineratus and fire the scorching ray at the zombies she is in
Okay.
melee
awesome.
with. And okay, first bolt is a 24.
Hits.
Second bolt is a 10.
Miss.
Third bolt is a 22.
Awesome. Two of the archers that they're in infantry with are immolated.
Awesome.
Any movement?
Let's move 30 feet to my left so that I'm in the center of the fray.
Awesome. Yep. All right. Okay, archers. They are going to attack with disadvantage against Grikiki's guys, and that is a miss. That's it for the bad guys. Grikiki.
Grikiki is mildly confused why she is supposed to get out of here. Does Belloryn elaborate at all?
No.
Okay.
He's got 6 seconds. That's all he can say.
All right. Well. Okay, Grikiki will attack the archers, and she will use a help action. That is 24.
That is a hit. They take a casualty, and then morale check, which they succeed.
Okay. And then, oh man, my guys are still alive though. I can't just leave them. Grikiki will stay with her guys.
Okay, awesome. Oh, and then Belloryn, the light infantry, I don't think the light infantry attacked.
Excellent point. They did not. All right. So, okay. So that is a 24 to hit.
All right, that is a casualty on that unit. All right, that was Grikiki. Balliste, fire at Grikiki's unit. That is a nat 20. They finally succeed, Grikiki, in destroying your tough as nails light infantry. But you know what? There's a heavy infantry you could just hop on too right there.
When the ballista closes a door, it opens a window. How much damage does Grikiki take?
Grikiki takes 3 half to 1.
Okay.
But then they also fire on that heavy infantry unit. Now they don't need to fire on yours anymore. And let's see, Balliste +4. Miss the heavy infantry. Okay, that's Ballista. Ratha, give us a death saving throw. You get advantage on this roll. You are very close to being dead.
That looks like a success. That looks like a success from the reaction. Nat 20 success!
Yes.
I got to 1.
Yeah, she fully revives herself. Like,
Yep.
God.
Oh, amazing. All right, Ratha, you're at 1 hit point. You're still at max hit points 33, but that is A-okay.
yeah.
You are stable. Okay, zombies. Zombies are going to take a
Can I just
swing
have her
at-
stand behind me for the rest of the battle?
Okay, that hits the light infantry down here, inflicts a casualty. Man, you guys are cleaning up. Zombies, there's no more vampire. Enid and heavy infantry.
Yeah. So I instructed heavy infantry to help Grikiki, so they'll probably like sidle in with her now. and I'm assuming they're going to attack on
Yes.
turn, but then after that, I'm assuming Grikiki is going to take control. But for this attack, 22 to hit.
Oh, that is a definite hit against these poor archers that they just don't want to be in melee, and you just keep forcing them to be. And do they make their morale check? No, they do not. They fail their morale check and disband entirely, leaving the poor Wraith all alone. Although he's taking a ton of damage. Actually, that Wraith is dead. I have not been tracking his damage appropriately.
Range myself to Ratha, please.
Yes.
Excellent. My action to dash to Ratha, and then use my final 2 sorcery points to quicken spell.
Okay.
And as I'm running, sorry, Aegis, I'm conjuring up my healing elixir spell. So the one that Aegis has, gone, and then kind of disappears.
Yes.
And then as I slide to Ratha in a cool like baseball slide, because I imagine Ratha's still like on the ground, I will put a healing elixir in her hand so she can drink that.
Awesome.
I recommend soon.
Awesome. Okay. Top of the initiative order. So the zombies and the ballistae really being your only adversaries. I think that it's fair to say you guys can clear the field at this point with the forces that you have and storm the castle, standing successful on the field of battle.
Oh.
What is Lord Eyeas doing at this point in time, seeing his forces get wiped out? Because he's just been kind of flying over us, hasn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he has been flying over you. You haven't spotted him very much recently. So the storm is continuing to swirl above. The battlefield falls quiet. The Shadar Kai kind of flood into the fortress. Belloryn.
Is that mist gone?
Yeah.
From the vampire.
Okay.
Oh, the vampire. Yeah, the vampire's gone.
Okay.
Do we know if like the vampire is dead, or do we think that maybe
Give me a religion check if you were in a position to see that.
I wasn't. So
Okay.
Say Aezsh definitely saw that, but I mean, he's not trained.
Because Aezsh finished her off, and Jeremiah.
Yeah, Aezsh finished her off. So I guess is it okay if he makes one even though he's not proficient?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Jeremiah is proficient, so
solid 7.
That's a 21.
Oh, yeah, Jeremiah. You know that this is a thing that vampires do when they when they get damaged sufficiently, they turn into mist and then go to their lair and regenerate. So that creature will probably be back in the future. Maybe not your problem, as long as you make it out of the Shadowfell in time.
Going for some group of bad individuals in Phoenix, Arizona, 2015. We'll find out.
All right, so I want to go around and just kind of check in with everyone a little bit here. So Grikiki, you're standing with these heavy infantry, having defeated these zombies. Your ancestral guardians are kind of around you, and Gurek, your grandfather, kind of steps out of them and looks around the battlefield with you. He says, War is never good, but sometimes it is necessary. Was this necessary, granddaughter?
Grikiki is like, and she looks across the battlefield at Enid, and she says, I think so.
It is good to have questions. Once everybody rests tonight, come into the forest. We have more to discuss, you and I.
Okay, grandfather.
His spirit sort of discorporates. Dear Falcon, you're standing there looking across the battlefield. You see Neshia marching stridently across the battlefield towards you. She's got her long sword bared in her right hand. She's got this sort of gleeful, sort of mad light in her eyes as she strides up towards you. She doesn't look like she's going to impale you, but it looks like she could.
Insight?
Absolutely. Give me a roll.
That's my bonus. It's a 9 on the die, and 14.
Yeah, she is like gleeful. She is sort of mad with delight. She rushes up to you. She throws an arm around your neck and pulls you down into a kiss. That's really, it's not passionate. It's just really intense. It's so much so that you cut your lip on her teeth, and as you pull away, you sort of taste a little crimson taste of blood. She smiles wildly at you. Dear Falcon, we've won. We're the victorious. Come, help me clean the battlefield.
Yeah, let's do this again sometime.
She turns away, and there's a zombie that's just sort of like sitting there twitching. She brings her longsword down and lops its head off. She kind of grabs your hand and walks you through the battlefield, taking care of all of the half dead beings.
Okay. As we're walking along, like every time I see movement from an enemy thing, I guess I'll be I've got rapier in right hand and salamander in the left, and just kind of stab to the heart here, headshot here.
So after not very much time, it becomes pretty clear that Neshia is not just helping the enemies. There are some Shadarkai that she comes to that are pretty heavily injured, and she just runs them through.
Oh, this is what you meant.
Yes, dear Falcon.
I mean, okay. Technically, I'm an alien here because, we came here from another plane of existence, but so I'm not super versed on your customs, but like, you don't want to help any of the ones that could be recovered.
They're beyond our help. We are helping them.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay, but what about the ones that could possibly, make a recovery? That's more troops to help free the Raven Queen.
Are you a healer?
No, but I know one.
Yeah, you point like clear across the battlefield. Neshia looks over in that direction, looks back at you, and she seems momentarily confused. She leads you over to you both hear some kind of sort of a whimpering sound. She leads you over. There is a young, maybe even younger than you, Dear Falcon, woman. She has been crushed by her horse that's fallen on her. This is one of the Shadarkai that fell. You see she's coughing up blood. She looks scared. Her eyes are glancing around. It doesn't look like she knows where she is, but she looks scared. Neshia points to her, says, "Dear Falcon, help her."
Out of character. The fuck, Sam? I'm going to guess medicine. I guess medicine check is going to just reveal that they're saving this woman.
Go ahead and roll medicine for sure.
Okay. I'm not proficient, but I rolled a nat 20.
Oh! You know what? You've seen Ratha do some pretty cool magical healing stuff. So you think that if you were able to get her here, you might be able to save her. This woman is basically making death saves. So she has a finite amount of time. Ratha is clear across the battlefield. She is suffering. She is afraid. She is dying.
Against my better judgment, I'm going to kneel down to the woman and say, "It's okay. Close your eyes."
She kind of looks up at you. She's frightened, but she's hopeful, and she trusts you, and she closes her eyes.
Okay, I tell her to take my hand, and I don't know that she's going to survive by the time I get Ratha to her, because, as Erik said, she's clear across the battlefield. All right, so I think I still have a dagger somewhere from my starting equipment. So I take that, I make a very swift and precise strike to make it as quick and painless as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you have sneak attack. You have no problem doing that easily. Her eyes briefly flutter open, and then they're staring off, empty.
I tell Nishaya, Nishaya, please forgive me. I'm severely wounded and extremely tired. I must rest now.
She what's your Falcon thinking here? Is he sincere, or is he trying to get out of this situation?
Bit of both.
Give me a deception check, please, Dear Falcon.
I mean, we all know that the heavily injured part was not a lie. That's a 17.
17. Okay. All right. Nishia looks at you. She looks a little bit confused, and finally nods and says, "Oh, all right. Once you've had a moment, come by my tent."
I'll see you there. And then I make my way back to the rest of the group, and if any of them, and I'll just have a auto reaction. Like, if they ask, I'm just gonna say, "Don't ask."
Awesome. Ratha, you're standing on this battlefield. You're an immortal elf, and you are just this close to being dead in this crazy, chaotic war. And you're looking around, and there are all these Shadowkai, which are also like elven-ish creatures, but they're mortal. And you're just thinking, like, is this how you want to go? You know, possibly millennia of life ahead of you, and you know, there are these random arrows flying around, and this vampire, and this goddamn dinosaur. And you know, I'm not sure if Ratha's ever been faced with mortality before, but this is it. You could die carrying on with this madness. I just share that. If you want to put anything in the chat with kind of what Ratha's thinking, I'd be curious. I'll give you a moment and switch to Belloryn. Belloryn, there is a huge amount of magical power swirling here, and it is caught up in a storm that you feel a fairly strong magical connection to. You know that this working is still ongoing. You think that the Shadowkai that are storming the fortress are disrupting it. What are you thinking about here?
I am letting the latent energies of the storm just sort of wash over me, and am sort of in a very peripheral way watching what it's doing, and I use the tingle of it to give the black lightning staff a couple of nimble spins, and send it back to its plane. Now, do I story out the weather effect, or do you decide what weather effect it makes?
Yeah, go ahead and yeah, share what happens.
All right. So the crackling energy around Belloryn dissipates, and all around him is a fresh and swirling fall of snow.
And the staff is gone.
The staff is gone.
Vanished. Awesome. All right, Ratha. Ooh, yeah, there is a lot of magic here. These, you know what? These Shadow Archai might know stuff that people in the Belusian sphere do not. So they could be a really valuable resource, potentially. Definitely worth exploring. Jeremiah, you're looking around. Some practical things need to be taken care of, but you're also thinking, you were on the run from the Elven fleet. Your friend, he owed you a favor, Eggfort, put you up as a teacher. You tried hiding out there. The fleet found you anyways. You escaped from them. You hijacked onto a ship run by some students of yours, but you're not a teacher anymore. You're long gone from the adventuring academy. And now these people have dragged you into this strange world. You've done battle before. You were a drop soldier in the 9 cycle fight. But what do you owe these people? What are you thinking about with these people that you've joined in this battle with?
I think Jeremiah is mostly thinking about how young they all seem. I mean, doesn't have the same sense of mortality, but they just seem like children through it all. And he's starting to kind of question Ogfort in terms of the way that he sends off children to die in many cases, and he himself feels somewhat helpless watching a previous charge almost die in front of him with basically nothing he can do. So he's just kind of questioning a lot of things, I think, and feeling more helpless than he usually would on a battlefield. And is also probably going to be very mother hen towards Ratha for a while. Like, did you cut yourself? You should immediately get that treated. That could end up with an infection.
A lot of processing going on. And Enid and Aezsh, Enid, I don't know what, are you thinking that you're feeling responsible for this? Aezsh, you go right over to Enid as soon as the battle is over. You two are there together. What do you say? What are you thinking?
Well, first I make Ratha drink the health potion. Like, I physically
yes.
The health potion. If you haven't rolled it already, have you rolled it already? Okay, I'll roll it for you. I'm gonna feed you this healing potion. Okay, well, I rolled terribly, so sorry. You get 6 points. I rolled 2 ones.
All right, up to 7.
It's 2d4 plus 2. You get 4 points.
Oh, up to 5.
So,
Awesome. All right, Ratha's wounds kind of knit together.
just like a little bit though, because it's only I rolled 2 ones. So, Enid's probably feeling the same that she's been feeling the whole time because there's pretty much no literal way to feel any worse. So happy that everyone's alive. Ready to keep going to the next thing so they can get out of here and get Kida.
Yeah. Aezsh is presently feeling a bit down on himself, and like he partially blames himself with Kida going missing since he was like part of that plan that failed, and he even ended up on the ship and like couldn't get her there, and his attempt to get to Ratha to save her, that he was like not able to get there in time, even though she ended up being okay. Like he's still like sort of kicking himself that he wasn't able to make it over to her to help. So he's ready to just keep pushing through and get on out of here and rectify what he feels like he, couldn't do in the first place with saving Kida. So in the sense of like awesome, we have survived. Like none of us actually died, and we're like one step closer to completing this quest for the Raven Queen so we can get back to Kida. In that, he's like takes some satisfaction, but also he's just like really kind of in his own head about his inability to get to Ratha and save her. Even though the sorcerers he was with were pretty effective.
Questioning his capabilities? Is he thinking like, I'm not up to this?
A little bit, because that was kind of how he was feeling. Like he was sort of reassessing like how, like I think what I said when we sort of did this sort of check-in when we were just entering the Shadowfell was that he was like reassessing like how powerful he actually is versus how powerful he thought he was, considering they basically just got his butt kicked on that ship with the bounty hunter. So he's still kind of like, that hasn't been like so prevalent through the Shadowfell because there hasn't been that like the opportunity, but given this opportunity again, he's sort of back in his own head about that again, about his own like capabilities.
Awesome. Nice.
Also, as we're going
through all right, is anyone gonna
I was gonna say, as we're going through the landscape of like all these people are dead on the battlefield, presumably like it's taking some time as Gerfalcon's, weaving his way through and doing all that. Aezsh is gonna, after collecting himself and stuff, he's gonna ritual cast Unseen Servant and instruct his Unseen Servant to just go around the battlefield and like trying to respectfully like cover the dead bodies and like make sure make sure everything is taken care of so they're not just like laid out there in the open if possible. It's only got a strength of 2, so it can't really like pick anybody up and move them around very well, but yeah, he's just trying to like take care of the battlefield and instruct his Unseen Servant to like go do that, since he doesn't really want to go get his hands in all the muck and blood that is all around him right now.
Awesome. Anything anybody doing before you kind of settle down for a long rest after the battle here?
Grikiki goes and checks on Ratha and is like super concerned about her and like getting filled in on what happened to her and like giving her a big Grikiki hug, gentle Grikiki hug.
Nice.
Belloryn goes to wherever his bed is, and before resting, goes into a deep contemplative meditation about the storm magics that were tossed around and the new connection to the primal storm that he carries with him, and thinks of ways that energy can be manipulated other than kaboom.
Awesome.
Jir is going to. Yes, now would be the time for Jir to go visit Nishia in her tent as she requested.
Yes. Great. Okay, so I think I think we have more story stuff to do. I don't think we have enough time to do it today. So we'll get to Grikiki talking to Gurak and some other things next game.
Alrighty.
But everyone, no training required. Being on the field of battle was sufficient training. Everybody levels up to 6th level.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
Very
so excited for 6th
exciting.
level. So many fun class features open up at 6th
I
level.
felt that was coming on.
woohoo!
New spells.
Yay. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.